here in Thornton, the 24 car came out of corner 3, just got loose and spun around.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any contact there or not. I just I was watching the lead and saw him go around late.
So we'll go yellow for the second time in this feature, and they're going to need to bring the hook out and get this towed away. You know, the crowd, I think, is maybe the biggest of the year. I'm going to bet there's almost 500 people here. You've got to take into account look at the big line of people watching in the pits right now, too. This is a good crowd.
There is a good crowd here, yeah. I mean, when you start talking the limited number of nights these folks are running, to get this kind of a crowd, that's showing some promotership. They're getting it out there and they're getting the people here. And really, this isn't going to happen without those people in the stands. So it's great to see that number up there.
If you want to see racing continue in Door and Kewaunee counties, we need you out here. Please come check out a race. We're fortunate to be a part of the Door County Fair this year, Aaron. I would imagine that's going to be a pretty big night in terms of attendance. It's free when you come into the fair. You pay your admission. There's no extra cost to come see some racing.
The fair is always a big show for some reason, and it usually brings not only a lot of fans, but it brings a lot of drivers too. You'll usually see a really good car count on fair night.
All right, probably about halfway through right now of the feature race, I would imagine.
I would say it's got to be close, if not past yet. Havel had just secured the lead from John Anschutz a number of laps back, so he's going to be seeing some pressure from Brumlick, from you, and Bushy coming through too. So I don't think it's over yet, Nick.
All right, good. Look at how tight they are as we get ready to get back racing again. We started off with what, 16, 17, 18 in the feature, and they're already bumping. Look at this, the 10 and 40 are going at it, and I think the 10 stalled out. Oh boy. 12 car gets loose in corner 3. Reinhardt was loose on the straightaway.
Anschutz looking for that lead again.
Wow, some 3 wide going on in the backside.
Sean Havel, Anschutz, and John Anschutz, Dave Bushy came through. He's looking fast and racing. You got Billy Lemieux and Tom Brumlick right now is running out top 5. Last week's winner, Scott Reinhardt, he's coming through looking strong, running 6th. And visitor Larry Karch Jr. to 36. They said I talked to one of his crew guys at intermission. They said they were trying something a little different, so we'll see how that plays out for them at the end of this race.
Awesome. All right, so the techniques, the strategies, what are these guys doing between races? Whether it be adjustment and suspension. I'd love to hear what you as a driver are coming back to your pit crew with. What are you telling the guys and what can they fix in race?
Well, really, you're watching a lot of the racetrack. You're seeing how it transitions from the heat race to the feature. And you may work on tire staggers. With these cars here, you might put some turns in the car on a screw jack, add some lead, add some fuel. There's lots of adjustments that can be made in between a heat and a feature if the track does change that much. But really, it's more about watching the racetrack and seeing how it develops, for me anyway, after a heat race, to see what your setup's going to be for that feature. Like tonight, there's probably not drastic changes between the heat and the feature, as this track is pretty heavy or tacky like it was in the heat races. The bottom side and the corners is drying out a little bit, so that can make it tricky if you're set up for a really sticky track, but it's not dry slick across the track like a lot of the features in those days when you have a lot of cars burning the track up. So the adjustments tonight were probably not incredible. They were there, they were changed, but they weren't extravagant.
All right, here's your leaders up front. And you mentioned we were probably halfway through when we went green just a few minutes ago. But we're getting close to that white flag. They're going to stop them up here, stack them up, and we're going to get back to racing here in just a few minutes. This is the Quiet Boys RV Sales, Service, and Rental Stock Car Division. It's our second feature of the night. And so we're just starting the action here.
I wish I could tell you. They're doing something to re-rack them up at the scoring booth, I'm guessing. Having some lineup issues. They're trying to get that straightened out, get these guys guys put back where they belong and make sure that everybody gets a start position where they were at when that caution came out.
All right, now they're going to roll them out. Looks like they're going to get everybody lined up where they should be. 36 cars got some questions. I'm curious what you think might be being said right now. I'm supposed to be up higher? What's the 36 telling them?
You know, sometimes guys are challenging the position they're lined up in, wanting to gain that spot or two. I really don't know what he could have been talking to that corner guy about. It was pretty clear to me he was running about 7th when the caution came out, so I would guess that's pretty close to the spot he put back in.
Okay.
But you know, he may have had a question. It happens.
Seal-Tec Seal Coating, 493-3211. Call for a free estimate today. This weekend, taking calls. You're a couple of weeks out right now. Seal Coating, Seal-Tec.
Yeah.
Quality sets you apart is what we talked about on our 1041 live broadcast.
Yes, I absolutely guarantee that quality. I want to do every job like, if I come and do your driveway at your house, I want to do that driveway like it's where I live. I want it done like I would have to come home there. It's important to me to have that right, and I guarantee that I'll have your satisfaction when I'm finished.
Absolutely awesome. All right, he drives the number 95 car. He's taking a little break right now after the big wreck a couple of weeks ago. You're not done seeing the hammer. They're going to stop these guys one more time, and we're going to get a closer look. We're going to take a walk up here and get you right next to some of these Quiet Woods RV sales, service, and rental stock cars, the stock car division. What are the speeds you think they're traveling at? What are they turning laps at?
You know, it depends a lot on the track, but I would guess that a few years ago, I know of a police officer that sat back here and clocked down the backstretch, and they were seeing speeds in the low to mid 70s out here. So, you know, I would guess that on a good night like this, you got some tack, you could easily see the 60s and 70s.
Okay. And one more time before they take off here, run us through the top 5, and if you got any other names you can bring up throughout the field, I'd love to hear them.
Sean Hobble looks to be leading this thing. John Anschu's running in 2nd. I think Dave Bushy had moved his way into 3rd position. Brumlick and Lemieux are back 4 and 5. I'm not sure which one of them is there, but I do know that Reinhardt had moved up into the 6th spot. Outside of him, I think that's going to be Larry Karch in that 36 car, like I had said, 7th, and I'm not sure why we're shutting them down. But it sounds like cars are all shutting up out here, Nick.
Okay, have you ever had to shut your car down in the middle of a race like this?
It seems a little odd. I can't imagine what they got going on.
We got helmets coming on.
I guess the only time I've ever seen it was years ago when there was a medical emergency, and the ambulance that would tend to cars if there was an emergency was needed elsewhere, and that would generally take away. But you know, I can only hope that that's not the case tonight.
Boy, there's a lot of movement in the stands too, so they must have made an announcement that we can't obviously hear in the infield with these engines roaring.
Some sirens.
So we are going to take a break in the action as well. We're going to step away and be back. A medical emergency somewhere. Maybe it was in the stands. That seems to be where a lot of the attention is being directed by the inside infield PKS3 race group team. You see them in the yellow and orange shirts near the flagpole. So I don't want to speculate, but stairway clear. Yep, something in the grandstands. We'll post this video. We'll be back in just a few minutes with some more racing from the hill on the radio stations of DoorCountyDailyNews.com.